So this is Mary Jones. The EMS personnel just dropped her off and really haven't gotten in to assess her yet. As you can see, she's a Filipino woman. She's alert and oriented, but she's having some difficulty breathing. Her room air sats were 90%, so they threw a couple of liters on her. And they gave her a Duaneb in the field. They didn't get an IV started. And her husband, John, is at the bedside. She's diabetic and she has high blood pressure. I understand she's also allergic to amoxicillin.
All right.
Okay?
Thank you.
Wonderful.
Is she going to live?
Well, let's give her a once over and see what's going on with her before we decide what's going on.
We're so worried about her.
Hi, my name's Patty. I'm going to be one of your nurses today. Can you tell me your name?
My name is Mary Jones.
Okay, Mary. What's your date of birth? I need to verify that so I make sure for your own safety that we have the right person.
January 1st, 1975.
Very good. And can you tell me in your own words what brings you into the hospital today?
I am short of breath.
Okay. Well, we're going to do a few things. Take your blood pressure, listen to your heartbeat. We've got you hooked on the monitor. We're checking things out because we need to give a report to the doctor so we can get some treatment for you to help you out, okay?
Okay. Mary, my name's Marcy. The first thing I'm going to do is look in your eyes and make sure that those little pupils of yours are working. So your pupils look like they're working okay. We need to check your blood sugar and see what it is as well, okay? You let it work too.
Okay. All right.
Rolling.
Help.
So Mary, your blood sugar is 400. That's pretty high. When was the last time you took your medicine? Mary? Mary? Okay. Mary seems to be a little slow at responding today.
Yeah, she is, and she's very congested. Lots of coarse sounds in her lungs, and her pulse does match what's on the monitor, and her blood pressure is low.
And she's got a really weak and thready pulse too. Don't worry
Yeah.
about that, doesn't she? Mary, can you squeeze my hands? Yeah? Pretty weak. How about pushing with your feet? Can you do that for me? Nah, not so good at that either, huh? She's not been getting up and around much, huh?
Not much. She's gotten hardly any sleep lately.
How long have you noticed that she's been feeling so bad?
About 2 weeks now.
Has she had a fever?
Seems so.
Okay, I'm going to check that. This is for your thermometer to take your temperature. Just put it under your tongue. Be done in just a flash. All right, 100.8.
So Dr. Andy, this is Mrs. Jones. She came in today because she's feeling very short of breath. She has coarse, wheezy lung sounds. She's having some trouble breathing. Her blood pressure is very low. Her heart rate is high, correlates with the monitor, and is kind of thready. And she's a little slow to respond when we talk to her.
What would you like us to order?
Okay, well, let's get her started on IV. Get some labs drawn, need a CBC, MBV, coagulated studies, doing ABGs, magnesium, pulsars, feel lactate acid, urine, blood, sputum cultures, and we're also going to need a chest X-ray.
Okay, we can get started on that stuff.
All right. The doctor ordered some blood tests and X-ray. Can you call the lab and the X-ray department because we need to get
place her on oxygen.
lab studies.
Keep her saturated greater than 94%.
Okie dokie. Well, she's only 91 right now, so I guess we'll switch her over to a mask so that she can get some more oxygen.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. Let me tell you what all he ordered. He ordered a CBC, a BMP, coagulation studies, ABGs, magnesium, phosphorus, lactic acid. We'll get the urine, And also blood and sputum
Doctor's orders
cultures.
today are lab tests, so
Right.
those will take us about an hour.
Thank
to
you
get
so
back.
much. Oh, we
When
need
we
a
start
chest
an
x-ray,
IV,
but I'll have to call
When we start
radiology for
our
that.
IV, we can get
Okay,
some blood
bye-bye.
so that we can run all of those tests. Those take about an hour to come back. We're gonna put a catheter in her bladder. Since Mary's pretty weak, we'll just leave one in so she doesn't have to get up to go to the bathroom, okay?
Okay.
And then we'll get a chest x-ray, but we can do that right here with her in her bed so she doesn't have to get up.
Oh, good.
Okay, and then we're gonna give her some IV fluids, see if we can improve her blood pressure, it's a little low, and get that heart rate of hers to come down. Okay?
So, I'm just so worried.
It'll take us about an hour to get our tests back, and then we might know what's going on.
Okay.
Okay?
All right. Dr. Andy, I brought up Mary Pat's Jones from 329. These are all her lab work. If you notice, her lactic acid is 3. Her white blood count is 30,000. Her H&H is okay. Her platelets are a little low. They're 99. Her potassium's high, 5.5. Her sodium is 132. Her BUN is 22. Her creatinine's 1.1. She's a little acidotic. Her pH is 7.3. Her PCO2 is 60. Her PO2 is 70, and we had just put her on the oxygen, so that's probably reflective of that. And her PTT is greater than 130, and her INR is too high to count. And her chest x-ray, you saw that on the viewing box. It did show the infiltrates in the bases.
Mr. Jones, your wife is septic and has pneumonia and will be need to be admitted into the hospital.
Really? If I'd have known she was that sick, I'd have brought her in much, much sooner.
It's okay. You know, sepsis is, she probably had the pneumonia and then it got in her bloodstream. It's a septic bacterial infection in her bloodstream. And there was no way that you would know that it was happening, but it is a good thing that you brought her when you did, because we have lots of medicine that we can give her and hopefully be able to reverse this situation so she can go home with you. In a few days, though.
In a few
It's going to take a few days.
Well, I'll stay with her and do the best I can.
Okay, that'd be great. We'll give you updates.
Okay, thank you.
And you don't hesitate to ask if you have questions.
I will.
Okay, thank you.
All right, let's get her started on Levaquin, 750 milligrams, IV stat. And for the blood pressure, start some Levafed.
Okay, Levafed, Levaquin and Levafed. All right, got it. We'll do it.
So nearly 1 million people die from sepsis every year, so early recognition and early treatment are vital. If she was an inpatient, they'd have an hour to get that started, but here in the ER we have 3 hours to get antibiotics started. So let's go get that Levaquin and get it started for Mrs. Jones.
All right.
Great.